MAHARERA has issued order number 38/2022 dated 13th December 2022. This particular order was uploaded in the MAHARERA website on 16th December 2022. Before I get into the details of this particular order, I would like to brief little background in what context MAHARERA is supposed to issue this particular order. As per clause G of subsection 2 of section 4 of MAHARERA Act, every promoter has to upload pro forma agreement for sale at the time of registration. And subsection 2 of section 13 of MAHARERA Act states what all the details to be mentioned in the agreement for sale. In this regard, they have given rule number 10(1) where Annex A gives complete format of agreement for sale and what are all the clauses to be maintained in the agreement for sale. But maybe over a period of time, MAHARERA has observed that the promoters are not following that particular clauses and they are changing the clauses which are mentioned as per Annex A or rule number 10(1). So, this particular order, if you see the subject, in the matter of non-negotiable clauses in the agreement for sale to be executed with the allottees. So, they say these are non-negotiable clauses. What are mentioned in this particular order are not exhaustive, they are just indicative, some of the examples what they are highlighting here, and maybe with their experience, these are the major clauses which are being amended by the promoters. Now, we will just go through the order. So, one of the clauses which they are highlighting is force majeure. Force majeure is defined in section 6 and explanation to the MAHARERA Act. So, they have defined what all the conditions will be considered as force majeure. So, promoters cannot add any other incidents as a force majeure. Extension of registration date. In what circumstances the registration date can be extended is given in rule number 6A. So, promoters cannot add any other situations where they can go for extension of date. Next, time period for formation of society. The time period within which promoter has to form the society is clearly mentioned in rule number 911 and 912. Okay, and time period for execution of registered conveyance deed. Section 17 read with rule number 9(2) states within 3 months the conveyance deed has to be given to the allottees, and if it is a single building within 1 month, like that they have very clearly mentioned the time limit, and from when that time limit triggers is also given. So that has to be followed by the promoters. They cannot change the period. Not mentioning or reducing the defects liability period. Section 14, subsection 3. 5 years is the defect liability period as per MAHARERA, and promoters have to be abide has to the further 5 years from the date of handing over to the allottees. They cannot reduce that particular time period. And these are the few of the clauses where MAHARERA has highlighted in this order, but all the clauses has to be compulsorily followed by the promoters. Apart from this, they have mentioned 2 clauses which are given in Annex A to rule number 10(1), that these clauses also has to be maintained in the agreement for sale. They cannot omit these clauses and they cannot change these particular clauses. Let us see what are those 2 clauses. One is confirm final carpet area. Final carpet area. At the time of starting of the project, the carpet area is mentioned to the allottee. Maybe at the time of execution there may be little more or less. That variation cap is given 3%, up to 3% less minus it is okay. If the carpet area has reduced beyond 3%, then promoters has to refund the amount at the rate specified in the agreement. And within which period, within 45 days, they have to refund. All these details have been given in the Annexure A. And procedure for changing the interest and time limit to serve notice. See, if the allottees are not paying the promoter within the time limit, they have specified, the rules have been clearly specified how the notice has to be served and how much interest has to be charged. Everything has been defined. So accordingly the promoters can charge interest. Okay. So these are the items which are highlighted in order number 38/2022 by MAHARERA. Okay, and these are not exhaustive. So while and they are coming into effect immediately from the date of this particular order. So when new project is being started, please keep all these things in mind and draft your agreement for sale. Okay, thank you.